Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our recovery and our post-apocalyptic wasteland. I'm your player's Gilman, and I hope you're all doing well today. So at this point, I'm pretty sure the great pestilence situation may never end. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's gonna end. Whatever, it's fine. Probably. Maybe. But yeah, we're currently continuing, at least whenever the winter isn't severe, to build out our road network. And, slowly but steadily grow our economy and tax bases, you know? We're getting close to where we were before the pestilence. Before the plague. 2.76 is not bad. .4. No, God, I need as much stability as I can. We still do have, like, random minor outbreaks of influenza. It's like, seems like most diseases do struggle to spread here, which is probably really good for us. It seems to be helping a lot. Which is nice. I'm just thinking about, locations and where to expand things to. That's livestock. Wool. Okay, so that's not bad either. Beeswax is actually pretty reasonably worthwhile. So you know what? We'll start with that. Yeah. And Tambo here. Alright. See, our controls improved, but honestly the copper is not doing very well. There's actually not enough tax base here to justify a Tambo, sadly. Okay. Grand the Regent, let us avoid this. Somebody's to blame. Guess we do not intervene. Yeah. This might actually explain, like, why there isn't a ton of New World colonies. Because I know everyone in the New World gets this situation. Even the colonial overlords, because I was playing Japan. And, like, you get a lot of negative events. It's kind of weird. Oh well, hopefully it will eventually be resolved. But, like... It's not like I can even see enough of the world, so who knows. Alright. How are we doing here? Shipwrecks at 81%. Good. And Manchan is 98%. Nice. Yeah, guys, this is 3 months from completing Manchan. Good. That is very nice. Alright. The influences will never manage to kill like 131 of our people. We seem to be relatively resistant to it, either due to the weird shape of our country, climate, terrain, who the heck knows? I certainly don't. Yeah. Gosh. Inkawazi. I do need to try and settle that at some point, because that's kind of the shortest path for our capital to the market. And maize, good. Yeah, it's weirdly profitable in this market because, yeah, this is the Huntaquella market, which, I don't know. Fruit is also very good, as is fish. Like, profit per level 0.38, and there's only 25% control here. That's really good. And God, is that weird. Alright. Get rid of the stone quarry, though. Barely enough people working on anything. Alright. So yeah, I'm just probably going to want to start up on the beeswax here. Although it's going to winter. Alright, let's start our capital here. Oof. Okay, we get wool, potato, and maize farms. Like, I pretty much think I have to go with this if I do want to succeed. Aristocratic support. We'll go with there. I'll wait for November, but... And then I can knock out Chimu and Malakato. Malakato, surprisingly, is almost, like, seemingly still pretty damn strong or whatever. 83% settled. Like I say, Nuke Steel somewhere up here, I think, so... Great. Well, bath an event. Hey, Manchan is done. Okay. See, now it's just doing the last zone, which it looks like it's moving pretty quick through. Let's get a confirmation here. This month. 88 point... Or no, 40.94. 42.27, yeah. I'm going to like 1.3 per. Alright. Let's raise our levies. And get ready to go. I'm going to send these guys this way. These guys to here. Yeah, fuck you. We're annexing you anyway. So, take all the exiles you want. It won't help. You can probably stop moving. And honestly, just head there. Rest. Cause yeah, we're almost through that. There we are. Oh shit, we actually managed to lose that. Well, luckily it doesn't really matter because they let 6,000 dudes through. So, I have to beat them up and take their stuff. And leave the Chimu alone. That's where the provincial capital is, fair enough. Yeah, Yeah, like Chime don't really have a whole lot going for them right now, so. Will you just yield? You will. Perfect. Alright, that is everything except this one tiny little nation. Now annexed. Yeah, the coalition disbanded because... Who the fuck are you people? What's a Pukamuru? Oh, those are... Wait, Pukamuru people. You guys are like the Society of Pops, aren't you? Huh. Yeah, good luck with that. Alright. Some more stuff to integrate. It'll keep the council busy. Shipwrecks at 92%. We're already over 50% on Warmay. Like I said, we've almost got the entire coastline protected now. Another regent. I've looked into the files at this point, and I just want to note that I think there is no way to reform my government. I think it's bugged. So the Eternal Regency will have to continue indefinitely. Because, you know, Paradox Code is questionable at best, and I don't think they playtested anything outside of Europe after about 1500. Sorry, outside of Europe or after 1500. Because, given how things seem to go in this game. Alright. It's just weird. It's like, this is a lake. It's a salt pan. Okay. Not quite sure I call that a lake, but why not? Whatever you say, game. So, yeah. Aymara Patriots. That's fair. I mean, we don't exactly even tolerate the Aymara people. Put another one in. Good. Alright, Settle the Frontier is finished. Excellent. And I guess we'll just kind of finish it off up here. This is the last region. Kuna has the most population. You got it. Yeah. So in 10 years, we'll control the rest of this. Not exploited. Okay, apparently I can't explore through here. Yeah, no. Alright. I wonder if the Darien Gap's there, you know? That might be a problem. It might have been a issue with all of my plans. Was I may not have accounted for the Darien Gap. But to be fair, this would be the first game that also accounts for the Darien Gap. So... it wouldn't be like, ah, haha, yes, I got caught with my pants down or anything. It's like, yeah, wild. Tear down that irrigation. Like, yeah, I get it. you know? Shit sucks here. But, like, let people move around. That's what matters. Alright. Don't mind the cat screaming in the background. And, but yeah, the road. Immediately they start building more irrigation there. Alright. 1%. Ah, yes, right. It was downriver. The downriver thing always is getting me. You know? Anyway, all three of those could use a Tambo. We're getting a Tambo here, despite there being absolutely no tax base. Like, we have a terracing Cadme here, despite no food. I mean, fuck it, we might as well. There's people. Build some stone, I guess. Alright. We could probably stand to build another silver mine. This gold mine still hasn't recovered. But yeah, like Tambos can go here, here, and probably even here. Yeah. There's 3 potential tax base here. And that cotton's almost filled up, so we can do it again. Doesn't need enough workers to even hope. Yeah. No. You're not migrating out of the capital. Holy shit. We need every goddamn person in the capital we can right now. Like, Lord knows. We have 500 peasants, 900 tribesmen. That's rough, you know? Like, we have very little. We have very little excess. Bridges, yeah, those are good. There's probably a few more places I could get away with building some bridges. Potatoes disappearing. Looks like a bridge got queued up here by nobles or somebody. Alright. Yeah, so in that case, I just want to keep expanding my road network. Probably. For gold. Like, in theory I can do this, and I probably should. Let's try and improve, like, the market access to our capital. It's as good a guess as any for what to do. And importantly, if I do move my capital here, it's going to, like, sort of lay groundwork for control flowing back here, because this region is economically developed. So. Ah, yes, the Age of Reformation. Yay, the screaming gets to begin. Infrastructure, divine supremacy, devoutness, religious tradition, advanced practice. Oof, cultural ties would potentially be quite good. Multicultural ambitions being here is such a kick in the teeth, because this is actually, well, I don't know, if I was, like, even with Empire, in order for this to be better than, like, cultural ties, yeah, like, it's still not even equal. God. Getting defensive army. It's one of those things where, like, is my winning strategy actually attrition against the Europeans? It very well could be. The problem is I feel like the Europeans will not. Ever, really? Yeah. Let's take administrative. So, if, there's none present yet. Okay, yeah, this still hasn't gotten legalism. That'd be why. Okay. We lack the money to start. We'll start constructing the exploration, I see. So I guess we have to explore here first. Yes, we now have the federal state. Like I said, I'm interested in swapping on a Confederal Union when I get a chance. There's 19,000 peasants here. $350 to build that road. God. Stupid jungles, you know? Literally no tax base here. Part of the problem is I don't really want to build silver mines until, like, the one closest to the capital. And the one with the most profit per level is done. Because, like, as far as I can tell, it's an absolute amount here. So if I just produce silver and gold in far-flung provinces and barely get to tax it, it's a massive waste. You know? Lose another 12 stability. Alright. Makes me wonder if I should actually start going defensive. Just have the fort defense really just start cranking. We get some extra bonuses to fort defense from some of our buildings, you know? Yeah, we have this Pucara here for 25% fort defense. And presumably a mountain already gives, like, some fort defense. Well, no, fair enough. But yeah, like I said, yeah, a little bit of feudalism, no meritocracy yet. But hurry up, come on. I assume it's just from imports. Yeah. This is kind of why I'm interested in trying to meet the Spanish, is because I do have the potential capacity to, like, actually get our institutions through. Start the integration there and get to work. Gotta keep integrating. And I'm pretty sure that's an impassable jungle, so this zone is actually sealed for me. Which is part of what I'm counting on, why I'm so aggressively going out here. I want to settle as much land as possible. And so basically my thought is that I want to go long and along here as well. Alright. How are we doing? Well, Chan looks like it's almost there at 90.43%. Although it appears to have stalled out. I should maybe look in at that. Good stuff. Sure, go for the clergy, why not? Hey, what's going on here? Lacks access to mendicants. I see. Well, it's in the Chinche market, so, like... it should have access. Although, to be fair, I think maybe the mendicants literally have, yeah, stopped getting produced. Because everyone over here is a goddamn tribesman. Fair enough, I suppose. All the mendicants in the market are getting used up in Ishma. Imagine to keep my stability above 0. That's the best I'm hoping for here. Alright. Expand the gravel road network. Don't mind if I do. You want to change policy for Marshall? I'll just take the failure. I should wait for campaign season. I can actually afford to lose 7 stability here. And importantly, I should shake a bunch of people out of, you know, the rebels, so hopefully, anyway. Like, it's gonna be tough for the commoners to be miserable when they get the plus 15%, so. Yeah, 95, oh, it's down to 0.1. Snail's pace to get across the finish line to get legalism there. Anyway, campaign season's here. Oh. Right, because package key is revolting. Fair enough. Unfortunately, that costs us cores forever, I think. Which means the assimilation in those regions is functionally going to stop. I'm not sure if that's the right province, but I don't think I can tell anyway. Alright. But like, that should be it. I think. I don't know if it's going any better for us. Yeah, I should have gotten Annex, whatever. Annex Revolter, there we go. 96. I guess I have to finish retreating to wherever they were going. Goddamn miles away. There. Oh no, it goes back to being a core. Good. I was worried we'd lose the cores permanently, but no. Good. So the assimilation actually gets to continue. Well, kind of anyway. Lack of control and all that. Can certainly make it difficult. What are we doing, by the way? Inca is up to 15% of our population. Inti is down to 63%. Woof. Alright, so next campaigning season, I declare war on them. Never mind, we're scheduled for yet another revolt. This one right here, fair enough. Fuck it, honestly, just declare the war. I'm hoping with any luck they can deal with that. Does not look like they'll be able to. Well, maybe. Yeah. Kind of, at least. Outnumber them, but you don't have the capacity to actually occupy their territory. I don't know where this majority of our levies actually come from, so it's kind of tough for me. Looks like we actually got him. Didn't even need the rest of the forces. Alright. Perfect. Annex Revolter. Hang on, if I do it this way, I can take money, can't I? Holy shit, you guys got 68 gold? Nice. Gotta remember to do that. Yeah. Okay. And there we are. That is every country I can attack has been destroyed. With the exception of, like, I guess these were the Chimeo in EU4, weren't they? Oof. Looks like they lost 10% legalism. Yeah. I feel like the preparation time is actually more important. I don't know. Because, like, he's not exploring very far, right? I don't know why. I think I can... It seems weird. Like, I can actually only explore from a coastal province. which means that like a lot of these inlands are just incapable of exploring. And I can't explore... Yeah, fair enough. Alright, whatever. It's weird. It looks like Chan Chan can finally finish off. It's the one getting the mendicants now. Nice. In Kazmia's, where... Well, at least there is theoretically food production here. Not very much, mind you, but it's something. Like, I can live with that one, I guess. But in a cotton field, come on. Like, I wish the AI wasn't so bad at building these. You know? Like, they cost me money to upkeep. And so, I'm just constantly trying to find and destroy them all, basically, which feels bad. I think it's pretty reasonable for it to feel bad. Yeah, and that's fully integrated now. Good. And Ishma also got its coastline done. Perfect. So yeah, we now control the entire coastline from Sanso down. Good stuff. That's like 3 million people. So tell me more about the problems here. Yeah, it's lack of access to mendicants. I'd like to do something about that, but the only way I can do that is by settling people. I'm not sure there's stability, but gain communalism. Communalism is really nice, other than the whole pop migration speed reduction. It's fine. It's not bad. So yeah, hopefully we can find something when we explore here. Or perhaps we'll even be able to explore inland from here. I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of just expanding along this mountain spine, so... Oh shit. They might actually get the province of Choco before I can settle here. Okay, there is going to be a single Castilian outpost by the looks of it. Although... Well, they don't actually have that long. That's only 2.7 years to finish this. And that colony's only 2/3 done. Colostrum liquor, not enough. So we might actually just end up with Choco before they can get it. God, I hope so. Because this would be a thorn in my side. And I can set up the fort there. Need to think about fallback lines and stuff, you know? Okay. Lord knows what's actually going on in these places. Up apparently there might be sizable Incan minorities in some of them. Tough to say, though. Still not even enough peasants settled for that fruit farm. But yeah, so the race is on, huh? 73. I think I'm winning. Like, you know, yeah. Oh shit, yeah, they're going up by like 1.2. It's fine though. We've got like a 3% lead. They are going up faster than me though. Oh no. If we're lucky, what ends up happening is we move some Incans in, right? And that actually reduces their progress rate. Wait, total only 70? Oh yeah, exactly as I said. Because sometimes we're just going to move Incans in and fuck with them. Because we're settling. Alright. I think that single roll may have actually just ensured we win anyway, so it's fine. Alright. So imagine do pretty well with the Aymara. They're 9% of our population still, but yeah, we're getting there. Like, slow but steady. Win the race eventually. Yeah, I definitely don't want it. I just think it's like, hang on, that could spread to institutions. I still don't want it. I still don't want them there. I want to keep the Europeans at arm's length. Which I think is pretty reasonable, all things considered. Alright. We got up to 68% market access. So, build a road from here. Okay, we've got the gravel road. Cool. Move a little bit there. I don't know. Part of the problem is I'm trying to figure out how many hops a lot of this stuff is. Because I should always do the lowest number of hops first, basically. And just kind of expand outwards like this. Continue improving my control in these regions and just help it out. It's the best I can feasibly do. So yeah, settling is at 85%. Ooh, they're catching up on me a lot faster than I like. It's okay though. We're gonna make it. God, 74. I'm actually wondering, like, do I create my own colonial charter and just try and shove some people in there? Just to try and frustrate it that little bit. We've got a 7% lead. Alright. Yeah, this place is still not quite able to go. Alright. Have y'all managed to get any legalism yet? No, still going incredibly slowly. Alright, we integrated that. I am going to settle some tribesmen in this valley. Because once again, we do desperately seem to need some peasants here. And like, a decent number. so. Can slow down on the integration just a little bit. The Empire needs the money. Build some maize there. Influenza, that's fine. Alright, 92. 86. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna make it. We're gonna friggin' make it. The sad part is every now and again, like, I'd wait a couple months before, like, settling out. So if they were to beat me by, like, a single month, it would hurt so bad. You know? It would be awful. It would be the goddamn worst. Alright, only 5% left for us to go. Three. Yeah. And they're knocked back again by a large influx of Incans. Yeah. Thank goodness. 'Cause, yeah, we throw 1,000 people into a random province here every month, I think. Good stuff. Alright, so that fully secures it. Thank goodness. We're gonna easily be able to triumphantly walk across our finish line here. Good. Alright. We're getting some promotion. Settlement of Choco. Manshan is now core. Anyway. Hello there, Castilians. Alright. Not bad. So we did secure the entire coastline. Speaking of waiting a few months between these settlements. I don't know. This, I can't rely on ever going anywhere, so the next place to settle is Antigua Fasa. Here. Settle from the farthest possible away place. Because that's always good. Alright. Oh yes, fund the farming estates, please do. We love seeing the farming estates get funded. Alright, so we now have some mendicants being produced, thank goodness. And some beeswax, good. Fuck it, I'm gonna double down on defense. Start doing so anyway. I probably should be at 100 by now, but I fucked up. Did really consider a lot of it, you know. Yeah. The output per level is there. To, in theory, start letting this go, but we'll see. Alright, and he's actually managed to launch his exploration. It'll take 2 years. Cool. I might even be able to do some of this stuff via charter and all that, so... I still have no idea why I can't seem to explore inland worth a damn. It's really weird. Start exploration. And that just requires sailors because I don't really have a gap to it. Alright. Civil RGOs increase. How are we doing? Tax base 101. Nice. Oh, hey, settlements. Yeah, there's so many people. The settlements disappeared on me, so I was like hesitant to be building them ever. But it might have been because of like the reload, which is really weird. Anyway. Just mass build settlements anywhere we can, I guess. This area has no population to even work these settlements. Well, they do. I got a little bit. Place has food. I don't know if I should build the settlement here. It's probably fine. We get a lot of random people moving in here, which is not great necessarily. Because again, we'll end up with very little control in this region. I'm gonna go with this would be a bad idea, even if it would improve my overall population growth. Because I need the migration to go places that I can actually do things with, you know? Shit, we're building a mendicant's factory here, what the fuck? When has an apothecary ever been profitable? I don't think it's ever been profitable. Yeah, like this thing's going at speed now. This region, honestly, I'm fine with. I depopulated the aerobic shit out of it. Except here, because I need everything possible in that fruit zone. Yeah. But yeah, so I have the mendicants, so I can just kind of do the colonial charters now. Alright. Colonial charters are kind of good, I think, for helping out with some of these interior regions that just kind of got like a province or two missing. As for ones where the fucking disease may have skipped them, well, that's going to be hard. It's going to be real hard. Maybe there'll be like a nice province here that touches the coastline end of this, and then I could explore this. That'd be cool. We'll see. 15 months till the exploration's done. Yeah. Yeah, the commoners can get even more state satisfaction. Good. In fact, like I said, the fact there are any commoner insurgents right now is wild. And apparently it's just here. Yeah, from events, minus 118%. You know what? Fair enough. We have had some, like, really nasty events with common revolts. Oh, good. That situation finally went away. So here's the thing. I don't think the Great Pestilence can come back once that situation's gone. I think we're done. So we have walked away with remarkably little damage. I say having lost 60% of my population. This is an optimal outcome. You know? Which is weird. Even these settlements I probably should not be building. But oh well. They're at least cores. So. Yeah. Get them people in. Get them growing. Like, I gained 269 people, even though I send 1,000 out every month. You know? Again, terraces in a cotton field. Yeah, that's a very worthwhile one. This place will hopefully soon even be able to expand its RGO up. It's getting there. Completely useless here? Sure. Let's command the silver here again. This place is developed enough to build the lumber here. Sure. And yeah. Seoul region can get a little bit of development going. The potatoes are sadly mostly worthless, but that's okay. This place is really more of just a, you know, 3% proxy to the capital. Breadbasket for Wari, since it's one of our cities. Don't let me catch you guys reading. Yeah, the apothecary is never worth it. Seems like glass guilds are generally not worth it either. So we'll just get rid of those. Deny. I don't even know what a guild is. Gonna set up my local colonial charter here to start settling around Shinche. So, Tambos. Peasants are optional. God damn it, stop building them there. They are not needed. Ah, hello. The Maya. And the Tyrona. I see. Okay. There's that zone. Hey, not bad. Okay. So yeah, this is really the only entryway into our nation. For the time being, anyway. Yeah, I'm not, it's not too bad. Okay. Yeah, this area is nearly fully running. It's good to see. I just want to make sure, because provincial food here is a little hit and miss sometimes. Hopefully settled like enough people. You know what? Build the settlement here. That way, newborn peasants. We need them. And like the rest are up here. There's also this region. Which, yeah, Lord knows, I've just been trying to get enough peasants in here to, like, start producing food. Which is tough, because, you know, the terraces have to be working, the Incasmia has to be working. It needs to grow to like 2,000 people. than our tribesmen. That'll take time. In fact, I have at least some questions on the demographics here. Okay, yeah. Right, 513. Because there's 250 working in the settlement. Well, like, that seemed wrong, but sure. But yeah. Some localized influenza outbreaks, it's fine. I wish I could literally just colonize this one province. Because this is like the optimum fort location. It's one location. You know? But yeah, I'm probably going to keep like this is sort of my border for now. I don't really have any reason to push further. Eventually, the Europeans will sail around and start coming from the bottom, which I have to watch out for. So, that's on our to worry about list as well. Sure, what the heck. Just keep integrating. Eventually, we'll have it all. Yeah, Inca's 15.7%. We have 500,000 Incans, which is not bad. Soon we'll be the most populous group in our empire. I wish, hang on, there might be a easier way to do this, like culture location. There's nowhere left with the Kilokis, is there? Okay. I'm thinking about like having to remove people from accepted cultures lists to make space. Because Lord knows if I could tolerate the Aymara, that would probably go a long way. I guess it's only what? Wow, 1.52. I actually can accept the Aymara now, although I need prestige. Okay, noted. I need to try and get prestige from an event or something on our next chance. Unfortunately, there's not really much way I can, you know, get prestige. Our strength. At least we kind of get that often enough to really start racking up defense. Yeah. So, any sign of legalism yet? It is, in fact, finally present, and feudalism is spreading. Alright, since it's present in the market center. Yeah. This whole region is now going to start getting legalism. It's happening, everyone. The Transua market goes here, it looks like. Although it spreads pretty far away. Yeah. The place is close by. Get like a decent spread. I think it's probably based off of like market access. Or not. Well, market access might be the base. And then who knows what else, right? Yeah. Yay, minus 20 stability. It doesn't matter. The point is, legalism is actually spreading in us. We are looking at getting our very first institution. Feudal de jure laws. Doesn't give us a whole lot, but it does unlock the hospital, which might help someday. Alright. Tech base is 107. We've actually recovered to our pre-disease like levels in terms of economics. Anyway. Yeah, that one's actually very close by. Build those roads. Apparently that place is doing well. This is here. Yeah, there's like 12,000 peasants. Oh, Jesus Christ, that was expensive. That's fine. But yeah, I think we're gonna round up today's episode here. Thank you everyone for watching. It's been the Rebel Road Network. Well, you know, see what I can do. Thank you everyone for watching. I've been here, Leo Skilvin, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, folks. Have a good night.